Hello everybody, welcome back here to Jared Opens a Box here on Jared Takes the L, and we are in May, the 5th month of the year already, which is crazy. This year's going by so fast. It really? Already? I see that the cat's already trying to break into the room. It hasn't even been 20 seconds yet. But anyways, we have a cool episode for you guys here today. We're going to be taking a look at some new pops from SpongeBob SquarePants. Funko has been making some pops recently for SpongeBob. They went a little while without making any, and now they've just been pumping them out. So we have two today, both of which are definitely bigger than your normal pops. So these are going to be really cool. Actually, the first one is actually a first here on the channel. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this one looks like. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with our first video in May. First of 5, actually. There's 5 Saturdays this month, so you guys are going to have plenty of content to see. But yeah, here's our first one. This one is actually the first Pop Premium that we've seen here on Jared Opens a Box. Funko introduced some new, I guess, tiers to their pop system recently, where you have your normal, 4-inch pops, and then there's Pop Plus, which they're like similar size, but they have more details or something, and they're slightly more expensive. And then there's Pop Premiums, which are a little bit bigger. They're in bigger boxes, and they have more detail. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It sounds stupid even me explaining it, but they put a thing on their website. I guess if you want to look at that, it probably still won't explain it, but whatever. I just like having new pops to review. But yeah, here's our first one. It is SpongeBob SquarePants himself. This one is actually part of Funko's new meme line, which I believe they're a little late to the party on that. I mean, YouTube's has been making them, but I guess Funko wanted to hop on the hype train there too. But yeah, this is of course the SpongeBob SquarePants meme where he's heading out or whatever. I think that's what YouTube's called it. When we did that one a couple of years ago here on the channel. This is pop animation number 1752. And yeah, like you see, this box is definitely bigger than your average pop box. There's the side of the box, back of the box, also has the meme on the back. Says SpongeBob heads out on the back there. So that's kind of cool. And they made a bunch of other memes. I know they did the Agatha Harkness one where she's winking. They did the Skeletor one where he's like laying down or whatever, and I think they also did one for Futurama too. But those are the only ones I know. They may have made other ones. All right. Okay, this one's actually pretty cool. I like this. So here is the SpongeBob SquarePants meme pop, or whatever, however you want to call it. Of course, we do have SpongeBob here holding a very large remote. I mean, that thing is humongous. He's holding the remote. He's getting out of the chair, which is not the classic chair from the cartoon, which honestly looks really cool. They got a lot of details on that. I definitely see the details. I like the detail at the bottom of the chair is a little the lifesaver things. That's kind of funny. And then yeah, they got the eyes kind of half shut there, just like the meme, and the teeth hanging out there as well. I guess the rest of the pop, it just looks like SpongeBob, so there's not terribly much to say about that one. But I like this, I think it's really cool. Like I said, I know YouTube has already done this one before, but I do still think it's cool to see Funko make a pop of this, to make these memes and stuff like that. I think it's kind of fun. It's just harmless little vinyl figures. I don't know, but I really like this one. I think it looks really cool. They did a great job on the designs. I thought a cat was about to come in again. It sounded like they were. But yeah, there is SpongeBob SquarePants heading out, or whatever you want to call it. It's definitely bigger. Like I said, it's not too much bigger than a normal pop. I don't have any next to me to compare it to, but it's not terribly. I'd say that's maybe 5, maybe 6. No, I don't think it's a 6-inch though. Because then they could have just made it like a super pop or whatever. There's so many different types now. It gets so confusing. All right, so let's take a look at our other one here. This one is part of the Pop Rides line. So this one's really funny. I'm really glad that they made this one. This is Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy with the Invisible Boatmobile. So, like I said, this is Pop Rides 126. It's an Amazon exclusive. So this one, I got this one fairly recently. There is the side of the box and then the back of the box right there. So there's all of that, and then this has the characters that were in the 25th anniversary wave that we did last time. So there's all of that, and then there is the other side. All right, let's go ahead and open this one up. This is one of those ones that, like, I love that Funko made this. It reminds me, they've done stuff like this before. The whole gimmick of, you know, the invisible stuff. Like, they did it with Wonder Woman's invisible jet. And they also did it with, I guess there's a thing from the Brady Bunch, I think it was, where there's a character and her boyfriend who doesn't actually exist. So he's like, there's an empty space in the box. I can't remember what it was. It was a Comic-Con exclusive or something. I'd have to look it up and see. But I love when they do the funny stuff. Like, this is basically like a meme, you know? Like a... Oh, this is funny. All right, well, here it is. All right, so Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy in the Invisible Boatmobile, which, as you all will notice, is not actually there because it's invisible. So... how Funko did this, they do have Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy really, really well detailed, by the way. I didn't get the 2-pack that they had of these guys at a San Diego Comic-Con a couple of years ago, so I felt like I had to get this one because I dropped the ball on that. So I'm like, okay, yeah, we can get this one, and honestly, they are really well detailed. I think they absolutely got these ones down. I love the detail on Mermaid Man especially. I think they really got his design down. They even had the little, you know, the mask here, the starfish looking mask, and the hair that sticks up there. Barnacle Boy looks pretty good too. I don't know if the Funko eyes really look that good on him, to be honest, but they did try. And of course the outfit's perfect. They have these little bases here that connect them to this road, which is also pretty well detailed. And then, of course, you have this little, you have this flame right here, which is obviously supposed to be coming from the Invisible Boatmobile, so that is a really cool detail. I could have definitely seen Funko just making this, but at least they, whoa, I almost hit myself in the face. This video's unhinged. I'm not. Anyways, there's the flame. They could have done it without it, but they did anyways, so that's cool. I definitely could see, man, these bases could pop out really quickly. Like, really, if you're not careful, I could definitely see that being a problem. So just be careful with that if you do get this pop, which I would recommend. I think it's hilarious. But yeah, this is really fun. I really like that they made this. I think it looks awesome. I love the details on the road. They even have little, you know, what was that, coral and seaweed and stuff on there too. So that's cool. All right, shoot, these both were awesome. I mean, these figures were great, very well detailed. You know, straight from the cartoon. What are you doing, Steve? I don't know what he's doing. He's doing some crazy stuff out there. I think there's thunder, actually, which I have a window open, so I better hurry up and get this done. But yeah, so I give both of these figures a 10 out of 10. I think they look really good, really well detailed. I just think that Funko absolutely nailed it. But let me know down below which of these is your favorite. We had SpongeBob SquarePants, or we had the Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy with the Invisible Boatmobile. So yeah, let me know down below which of these was your favorite. When we come back next week, we're going to be taking a look at some more Marvel Pops, specifically from the X-Men, something we haven't really done before, so that's going to be really cool. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.